Welcome back. We're live. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden on Fire Your MD Now Radio. The call-in line is 1-844-374-5433. Once again, 1-844-374-5433. Now, you can contact me personally, Mike at teamglidden.ca. The email address, once again, Mike at teamglidden.ca. And you would be surprised. Once in a while, I get really involved with people, and I actually phone them up, and they're shocked that I would do that. But the fact is, I actually really care about what I'm doing. I don't like seeing people sick. I remember suffering my whole life as a child with mineral deficiencies and amino and fatty acid deficiencies that resulted in some really horrible, crappy situations where I almost died, and that wasn't fun. Now, if you are in the Edmonton area, you can come to my Camrose meeting every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Just send me an email if you want to come and meet me, and what we do is we hold a live or archived webinar with Dr. Peter Glidden, and then I do a Q&A, and you'll find that I really get involved with people in my downlines. Also, if you want to get involved with longevity and know what products to take for different conditions, contact me at that email address, and I'll show you how to get these products at cost with free shipping. Sound good? Let's go back over to John T. in Clearwater, Florida. John, before the break there, we were just talking about the issue of parasites. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there suffering with this, and it would be just awful. I can't imagine living knowing that there's something inside your body. But you know what? Have hope, because I believe that you're going to get out of this. Now, before the break, I gave you the web address for directlabs.com. And once again, the test you want, doctors, data, parasitology ×3. And so, also, I'd like to mention to you, John, that I was talking to Dr. Wallach. I phoned him up actually last Good Friday because we had a girl in our town here that went to Malaysia and came back with really nasty parasites. And he actually recommended to me to tell her about a longevity product called Herbal Magic. Okay, Herbal Rainforest Magic, I believe it's called. And he said there's things in that will kill bugs. So, are we good, John?
Well, yeah. Do you mind if I ask you one more question? Two more questions.
I don't mind at all.
Candida.
No, go ahead.
When it comes to Candida,
yep.
I was reading up on this, and they were talking about the different stages, and that it can become deadly, and it becomes deadly after it goes into the fungal state. At which point, I believe they said that when it goes into the fungal state, it actually grows like little roots into your intestines.
Right.
Now, the other thing I read was there was something called an ELISA test, and they said that that was the most accurate test to determine if you, in fact, have Candida.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Candida testing? And then the last question I would have is thermal imaging. Do you believe that thermal imaging could be very, very helpful in locating where the parasites are located in the body and how big?
It's possible. That is possible. I don't have an opinion on that. And one thing that I pride myself on is not BSing people, okay? If I don't know something, I'll just tell you. But
I like it.
Yeah. It's just good to be a straight shooter, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've had enough of the runaround, trust me.
Yeah. So, I can't see why not. It sounds like you've been doing a lot of homework on this. The problem is that there's so much information online that I believe the well is poisoned, and you can find a lot of good information. Well, you can find a little bit of good information in a sea of bad information, kind of like the needle in the haystack. So what I'm going to recommend to you, remember I was telling you about being a Dr. Glidden insider, and there's that webinar on parasites?
Right.
Well, there's also a webinar on Candida.
Okay.
Yeah, in which he talks about, how to get rid of it and whatnot. And that is my best place to send you for that, because I have had tremendous success with anything Dr. Glidden has told me several times. And, we're friends, right? So I have direct access to him. And I ask him a lot of questions, and I have never, ever, ever, ever gone wrong. Anything I've asked him, any advice he's given me for myself or my wife or my family has always turned out to be 100%. So I would like you to check into becoming an insider. And you know what? Actually, John, send me an email at mike@teamglidden.ca, and I'll see if I can't get those webinars to send you. No, CA is Canada, actually. I'm in Western Canada.
Team Glidden, Canada. CA,
yeah.
Okay.
That's mike@teamglidden.ca. Shoot me an email, and I'll see if I can't send you a couple of them webinars. Okay, John?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, you take care of yourself, John. Thanks for calling. We're going to jump over to Terry in Virginia. Terry, how you doing?
Hello, Mike Phillips. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Glad to be here talking to you today, Terry. What's going on?
I've heard you several times filling in for Dr. Glidden. I've got some questions. I've started taking some herbals, which I was taking in the past, that I just have, they're just sitting around and not getting took, and I wondered if I should take them in conjunction with the longevity products. One of them is wild yam and chastity tree. It's for hormones that a naturopath put me on back 2 years before I started talking to Dr. Glidden, and I lost contact with her. The other one is all cell detox, and I've just done a liver cleanse finished a liver cleanse about 2 months ago, and I've done a Zodo test about 2 weeks ago, and it come up that I needed passion flower, so I've started taking that again. But I'm wondering if I should be taking them with what I'm already taking, or if I'm getting too much of something.
No, I don't think it's going to hurt you. Tell me this. Are you taking any medication?
Yes, I take Coreg Carvedilol for high blood pressure.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Anything in a Healthy Start Pack is not going to interfere with the medication. If anything, it'll make it work better. But herbs will, in fact, mimic a drug, because a lot of drugs are actually made from herbs. Okay, they're synthesized, and aspirin and things like that are actually based on different roots and whatnot. So, high blood pressure, if you're taking stuff for high blood pressure, what kind of longevity products are you taking, first of all?
I'm taking 6 glucogel 3 times a day for arthritis, 4 sweeties twice a day for syndrome X, 12 seleniums, 4 seleniums 3 times a day for cancer prevention. Mm-hmm. I'm taking 2 Ultimate EFAs, and I run out of my Tangy Tangerine, so I started taking 2 of the on-the-go Healthy Body Start Packs, 1 in the morning and 1 in the late afternoon. And I'm wondering if if I'm taking too much of anything. The reason I've become concerned about the herbs is I just got through reading somewhere that selenium is for hormonal imbalance, and I was put on the wild yam and chastity tree for hormonal imbalance because I had a total hysterectomy like in 2006.
Okay, yeah, selenium is actually really good for hormonal imbalance. In fact, you know what's really great for hormonal imbalance is eggs, actually. Your hormones are made of cholesterol, interestingly enough. So if you can get as much soft scrambled or soft boiled eggs in you as possible, not only that, but the HGH youth complex is really good for hormones as well. Okay? Now, I wouldn't worry about any of these herbs with your longevity products. The only place where I might have a little bit of a problem with them is with blood pressure medication. But here's the good news. If you just get yourself extra OsteoFX, okay, get the liquid Beyond OsteoFX, and also I would like to see you take.
I have that.
You have that, okay.
I quit taking it because I noticed that the calcium and magnesium is in the on-the-go Healthy Start Packs, and I'm taking 2 of the packs a day, and I just wasn't sure,
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Also, Ultimate Daily tablets, Ultimate Daily. are absolutely awesome for blood pressure. Absolutely awesome.
It looks like they're in the on-the-go healthy. It says, Ultimate Legend daily tablets. Is that what you're talking about in this on-the-go healthy body start pack?
I'm not sure if they're the same thing because I have not used the on-the-go pack. I have zero experience with it, but I do know that the regular Ultimate Daily tablets are phenomenal for knocking down blood pressure issues. How long have you been taking the product?
Either the longevity products?
Yes, ma'am.
Since September 2013.
And how do you feel?
All sorts of stuff going on. Well, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't put any pressure on my right knee. I had pains in my shoulders and, sharp pains from the arthritis, which just seemed to be hitting me all of a sudden, And everywhere, I have none of that anymore. Unless I go off of the glucose gel, run out of it for a week or so, then it starts creeping back on me. But when I get it back in me, it's just gone again,
Okay.
So I've had some improvements, but I get really scared of being on a blood pressure medicine. Somebody just really throwed it out to me what it really means to be on Coreg. I think I was listening to one of the pharmacists, and he just really hit me upside the head. He said that it poisons the heart. And so, I'm just like, wow.
Oh, yeah, and they'll cause diabetes and all kinds of stuff. Terry, just stay right there. I hear the music. We got to go to a break, but I'm going to hold you over to the other side. John T. had actually called up with a follow-up question. Call back in, John. I'd love to talk to you with anything else you want. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back after this. We're back live on Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden. I'd just like to reiterate how much I love doing this radio show, and I actually learn a lot from people like you. And it's just a great opportunity. Before the break, we were talking to Terry in Virginia. Terry is still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were talking about the things that you had found out about the blood pressure medication. It's absolutely...
Been on it since 2008.
Yeah.
Started me out on 50 milligrams a day, and then a year or two down the road, I talked to a pharmacist. He said that was way too high, and so I was able to convince the MD to cut me back to half of that. So now I'm on 12.5 milligrams twice a day.
You know what? I'd like to see that eliminated altogether. Now, I can't contradict your doctor's advice, obviously, me not being one, but I do know this. Dr. Glidden talks about statin drugs are absolutely awful. I mean, just awful. People should just drop them like they were the plague because they are.
Is it a statin drug or a beta blocker?
Well, statins specifically, but that one I'm not too sure about. You'd have to look into it yourself.
I think it's a beta blocker.
Okay.
What it says, or maybe both beta and the other blocker.
Yeah. You know what? Either way, you can get your blood pressure under control really, really easily with the OsteoFX and the Ultimate Daily tablets. Now, if there's a comparable product in the Healthy Start to Go pack, I'm going to look into that after the show. Like I said, I don't have too much experience with the to-go pack. That's a lot of pills, hey?
No, actually, the on-the-go Healthy Body Start pack, it has 2 Ultimate Daily tablets, 1 EFA Plus soft gel, 1 mineral capsule, and 1 calcium capsule.
Okay.
It has 5, and I've started taking them twice a day, and I'm not sure. I just muscle tested.
Right.
And, I have a lot of stress, so I know that, my muscle testing may not be accurate.
Stress is a killer. It really is, but it can be brought into a manageable level by using medical nutrition. Also, I would like to mention to you as well, you're using the glucogel caps.
Yes.
I have seen better results with the liquid glucogel plus And also that Glucogel Plus has a high antioxidant level or ORAC score. So that's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. And in our family, we've seen more success with the liquid Glucogel Plus than with the capsules. So you might want to try that out. The other good thing about that is that you can add that to your liquid and just drink it throughout the day because it's in liquid form, and you only use 1 ounce per 50 pounds body weight. So it's a lot easier to take than the handful of pills.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Try that out.
Swallowing a lot of pills.
Yep. Try that out and get back to us. Terry, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I need to ask you about the Z-Radical. I've ordered, Dr. Glidden recommended Z-Radical. I'm waiting on the Navarro urine test to come back, results for screening for breast cancer. Yep. I didn't want to wait in case I do have it, so I went on ahead and I ordered the 2 on-the-go Healthy Start packs and a case of Z-Radical. If I don't have it, if it comes up negative, should I still take the Z-Radical?
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Me and my wife were on the Z-Radical for about 6 months, and it was just absolutely awesome. We've recently switched it up for the Immortalium. Because the Immortalium also has the fucoidin and a rich algae blend. And if you are worried about breast cancer, the best way to go with you is the selenium. I don't see that you'll have a problem with it because Dr. Wallach proved, in fact, took the FDA to court out of his own pocket to prove and get a qualified health statement that 200 micrograms of selenium per day will absolutely obliterate breast cancer. In fact, my good friend Corey Propp, who lives in Calgary, his mother-in-law was dying of breast cancer, and they were able to bring her right back using the products. Terry, if you got more questions, I'm going to hold you over. We got another commercial break here. Okay, we'll hold you over. And Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back with more questions from Terry right after this. Welcome back to Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Once again, you can contact me at mike@teamglidden.ca. The call-in line, 1-844-374-5433. Once again, 844-374-5433. And we're going to go back to Terry in Virginia. She's got some more questions, and I got time for you, Terry. So go ahead. What else is on your mind?
Well, I've been confused all along about the high dose of selenium. I'm on 12 a day, and I'm hearing that 200 micrograms is enough. So isn't that a lot to be taken, and why do I need to take that much? Well,
you know what? The 200 micrograms a day was specific to breast cancer, okay? The reason that you're taking so much, and is that what Dr. Glidden told you to take?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had cancer concerns, we want to make sure that your glutathione is operating optimally, okay? Now, the only way you're going to know if you're taking too much is if you start exhibiting the signs of selenosis. And what will happen is you'll get fishy-smelling breath, and your nails will get really brittle. Do you have any of that happening?
What do you mean by brittle?
Brittle, like if you tap your nail, they'll break.
I don't think so. No, not really. But I can just pull my toenails off with my fingernail if I really want to.
Yeah, no, they'd be a lot more brittle than that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the reason they wanted you to take so much selenium, and you know what, I take probably about 6 to 8 a day myself. And I've seen big differences in people who have been taking selenium, after they up the ante a bit. Like I know I was speaking to a gentleman just today, actually, who was taking 2 a day for quite a long time. And he was still experiencing problems with his vision. And his wife upped him to about 6 a day. And, if Dr. Glidden suggested that to you, he had a reason for it. So it's not going to hurt you. And like I said earlier, the only way that I've seen this not work is if people are not taking the right amount. And that's what ends up happening with people, right? They take subpar off-the-shelf vitamins that only give them a small percentage, and they're practicing what we refer to as fractional nutrition, right? Just taking one or two things here and there, and they don't get the health results. So, they walk away thinking, well, that doesn't work, right? So,
right.
But it's already done a few things for you, and I would really like to see you get your blood pressure under control without drugs.
Okay, well, so you've told me what to do about that, right?
Yeah, I would get the Ultimate Dailies and take about 4 of them a day.
Oh, really? Okay, 4 a day.
Yep.
With the OsteoFX.
Yeah, with the OsteoFX, and if you double the recommended amount, it's 1 ounce per 100 pounds. If you double that for the first little while and just keep checking your blood pressure every day, you will see it go down, and then you'll be able to wean yourself off the drugs or talk to your pharmacist and tell him, look, I'm feeling better and I don't think I need these anymore. What do I do, right? And he'll have a good course of action for you. That sounds like you already have a pretty good pharmacist. Hey, he told you were taking too much to begin with?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you can trust him.
I have talked to the pharmacist about it, and I was to go to the doctor, and the doctor, the one I'm seeing, does not want to do anything about it. So then, I was forced into a self-weaning program that's kind of on hold, because I've not been taking the right stuff. See, I was supposed to be taking 3 scoops of Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 Peach Fusion a day for my body weight, which is 160 to 150.
Yeah.
Which Dr. Glidden put me on, but I could not afford that extra canister.
Right.
But this here fear thing that I've gone into, maybe I'll just do it anyway, just do without something else somewhere. But,
yeah, that's a possibility too. Yeah, you got to figure it out yourself too. You know what you can afford. Have you been talking to people about longevity?
Yes, I have.
Good. And if
I've
you
not
can
had
get
any luck. I have more luck talking to people about their pets and Dr. Wallach's 2 products for pets, and giving them some of the products for their pets, and then they're like, oh, wow, seeing big phenomenal differences in their dogs.
Right.
But people are just so strapped, the people that I've talked to, that is, that I'm not getting anywhere yet.
Yeah, I know exactly how it is. People take better care of their dogs than their own kids, huh?
Yeah, they really do.
They do, and I've seen it over and over again. And you know what? Animals love the minerals. They love it. I got a friend who has a farm, and he was putting Bloomin' Minerals for the garden in one of the rain barrels just to go and stir it up and put it on his garden, and he found that he couldn't keep his dogs out of it. They love those minerals so much. Yeah.
Well, now, both of my dogs are on the Arthrodex, and my senior dog, who is 14, she's also on the Perpetual, and another product called Stem Pets that she's been on for years. And I have some Bloomin' Minerals that I got from my tomato plants, but my cat is passing a spot of blood here and there. And I've not talked to Dr. Wallet, but do you think I need to give her some Bloomin' Minerals?
I would. If it were me, I would put I would put like a spoon in her water, just a little tiny bit. Absolutely. Animals love it. Here's the other thing, too. You were talking about not being able to afford certain things, right? Well, you're giving all this stuff to your animals. I might just lay off of that. Or what you could do is get the plant-derived minerals. It's only $20 a bottle, and give a little bit of that to your dogs, and thereby saving some money to take care of Terry first before the dogs.
I can give them the plant-derived minerals instead of the Orthodex and the Perpetual?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and that's only $20 a bottle. So that'll free up some money so that Terry can look after Terry before Terry looks after her dogs. And then you're not one of those people that takes better care of the dogs than themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in Virginia. But, I do take care of myself, but I think I'm going to have to up the ante, and I've already had to scale back on my brother. I hate to do that, because he's got schizophrenia. And since he's scaled back, he's just, barely going along. He's on the bottle of plant-derived minerals and the on-the-go Healthy Start pack, 1 packet daily.
Is it helping him a bit?
Yeah, but it's just taking too long. Whereas when he was on the full program that Dr. Glidden put him on for 3 months, I've seen a great big difference in him. And then when I had to scale back, it's like he slumped back and went backwards.
Yeah,
but
it takes a...
still, easier to communicate with. He has delusions of grandeur, schizophrenia. He thinks he's like going to be the president, and he's going to build this man, just all kind of bizarre stuff. You
never know. He might be better than your current president.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he would be. And, hopefully I can get him to maybe, hey, if he gets well, who knows,
Yeah, maybe he needs to run.
He's getting there, he is getting there. I just really wished I could, put him back on the full program. That's my hope.
People with schizophrenia and different mental issues are really difficult to deal with because you really got to hold their hand, because a lot of times they don't want to take anything because they don't think anything's wrong with them, and I've seen that before too.
Yeah, he has all of that. If he did not live with me and I did not hold the cable TV over him, I would not be able to get him to comply. So while he is with me, I need to get him well so he can live on it. He wants to live on his own and find a girlfriend and all that.
Yeah, well, of course he does, right?
Of course. And he wants to be successful, He has normal dreams just like anybody else. He's just unrealistic about it.
Yeah. Terry, it sounds like he's very lucky to have you, and I'd like to see you up the ante a little bit. I've got to get to another call here, but I thank you very much for calling in. And you have a great day, Terry. We're going to let you go, and we're going to go over to Chicago, my kind of town. We're going to talk to Clara. How you doing, Clara?
Well, I have pain. Let me see. On my right side, right above my buttocks, and it goes down my leg, and my feet swell.
Your feet swell.
And I have constipation, and that makes the pain in the lower right side back hurt more.
Okay, swelling in the feet. Let's start there. A lot of times, swelling in the feet is a protein deficiency in the blood, okay? So what I'd like to see you do for that is eat a lot of eggs, okay?
Now, eat a lot of eggs?
Yeah, a lot of eggs.
Lot? What's a lot?
Oh, like 6 a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can get them down 6 to 8 a day. And that's actually going to do a bunch of stuff for you. But I bet you, I've just bet my bottom dollar that that's going to help with the swelling in the feet because of the protein deficiency. And also that cholesterol in the egg is really good for you. But there's a way I want you to prepare them. I want you to do them so that the yolk is soft or soft scrambled, okay? I find that the perfect egg is about 8 minutes and 20 seconds boiled. And if you can get them down, I would bet my bottom dollar that's going to help with the swelling in the feet, and that might even help with the pain on the one side. Now, with the constipation, nature's most easily digestible fiber is the common apple. So if you can eat an apple or two a day, that could go a long ways to helping out with the constipation as well. All right? So, do you know much about longevity, Clara?
Yes, I'm trying to order products, but I'm just confused about what to order.
I'll tell you what, Clara. You want to do you email?
Yeah.
All right. Send me an email. Okay.
What's your email?
Mike@teamglidden.ca.
Mike at
Team Glidden.
Team EAM.
Yeah, Team Glidden, GLIDDEN.ca. And I'll help you dial in what you need, okay?
So it's called .ca?
.ca. That's Canada. .ca.
Okay, this
I'm
is
in
what I
Western
have.
Canada.
Mike at Team Glidden, Glidden .ca.
You got it, Clara.
Okay, one more question.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
daughter has irritable bowel syndrome. What can she do?
Well, number one, for IBS, she needs to absolutely stop eating gluten. I bet you that's the cause of it right there. No more barley, wheat, rye, or oats for your daughter. I hear the music, Clara, and that means we're going to a break, but I'm going to hold you over. You just sit tight, and we'll discuss this more for your daughter after these messages. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Be right back. Welcome back. We're live on Premier MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Now, before the break, we were talking to Clara in Chicago, and we were talking about IBS, and it's an absolutely horrible, awful condition where you cannot control your bowels, and that is just terrible for a woman, much less anybody else. But there's a lot of people suffering with it. Now, I was just telling Clara, if your daughter is to absolutely abstain from gluten, that's barley, wheat, rye, oats, no oatmeal, no bagels, no bread, no pasta with gluten in it. Now, she can eat rice pasta, or she can eat gluten-free bread or snacks, but nothing with any gluten in it. And I predict that IBS will clear right up. Now, she's also going to need to get on a Healthy Start Pack in order for her body to repair the damage that has been done by the gluten to her small intestine. Now, I actually know a woman who suffered with IBS, and it was getting worse, and she went gluten-free, and it actually went away for a long time. And then she was out at a business conference, and they were serving meals, and she just said the heck with it, and she ate the gluten, and all of a sudden, the same thing came right back. It was almost like clockwork. So she learned a little lesson there that she needs to stay away from gluten. I think it's the same thing with your daughter. Does that sound good?
Yes, so she needs to stay away from oatmeal, wheat, barley.
Rye, oats, yeah, all of it. And I predict that she'll, not only that, not only will the IBS go away, but I don't know if she's a heavy girl or what the case is, but I've seen women lose weight just overnight when they go gluten-free. And they feel better skin conditions. If you know somebody with alopecia, rosacea, any of these things, that's a dead giveaway for a gluten intolerance.
Gluten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got another question.
Go ahead.
Okay, gosh, my eyes. I was seeing little black things, and I went to the eye doctor, and they saw it and told me to come home and then come back in 2 weeks. So I haven't seen them anymore, so I don't know what that is.
Right. For your eyes, it's very important that you get selenium into you, the mineral selenium, with the right amount of copper. Now, Longevity has a selenium product called Ultimate Selenium, and it's got the exact right amount of everything that you need in order to utilize that selenium properly. The other thing for eye health, two more things, along with a Healthy Start Pack, there's a product called Vision FX, and I actually saw somebody double their vision in 3 months using those products. So,
what Vision? What Vision?
Vision FX, the letters FX.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Vision FX, Ultimate Selenium, and Ultimate EFA Plus. EFA Plus. You need those amino and fatty acids for proper eye health. Okay, now you add those things to a Healthy Start Pack, and I predict you'll see a difference in your vision fairly quickly. Now, how old are you, Clara?
I'm 69.
69. Yeah, so you've got a few years of damage to catch up on, but you know what? There's good news. I've seen it work quickly with some people, and I've seen it take a few months. Now, do you know somebody that's involved with Longevity?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you know what? You need to get a hold of them. Tell them Mike Phillips sent you back, and you want a Healthy Start Pack with Vision FX and extra selenium. How much do you weigh, ma'am?
I'm overweight. I'm 189.
189 now. Okay, yeah, that's 2 healthy start packs. And if you go gluten-free, use the 2 healthy start packs and those extra products, the Ultimate Selenium and Vision FX, I predict you'll see a big turnaround in your health. I've got to let you go, Clara, because the show is over. Thank you so much for calling. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. I appreciate all our listeners and callers, and I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless Canada, God bless America, and God bless you.